Brnovich is joining us this morning with what to be on the lookout for all of those procrastinators out there who are going to be trying to pick up some gift cards over the next few hours.
None of those.
Yeah, Olivia, it's not only the procrastinators. A lot of folks like to give them nowadays because it's easy, it's convenient, let somebody else pick out their own gift, and it's on the top of a lot of folks' wish list, but it's also now on top of the thief's wish list. And we saw this before with ATM machines, with gas stations. They're using skimmers, and so you can buy a credit card skimmer online for $50 or something, and you basically scan the information. So if a gift card is not behind the counter, or if it's not in a sealed package, what thieves are doing is if they're on those standalone racks, they'll go and they'll get the skimmer and they'll skim all the numbers. And then when you go activate it or pay for it at the register, you give it to somebody and maybe they don't use it for another week or two. Meanwhile, someone has all that information now, it's active, and they'll go out and they'll use the card before you have a chance to use it.
So what should somebody look for when they're buying these gift cards other than behind the counter? Because a lot of them are out in the aisles now.
Well, and that's one of the things that we're recommending even retailers, get them closer to the registers or get them behind somewhere. If at all possible, if you can get them in the sealed packs or they're already where they're sealed and the back is sealed, because what you want to avoid is when you get a gift card, and sometimes you'll see on the very back the SKU numbers back there, and if you see that, the crooks can see it as well. And if they're not somewhere where someone's watching them, they'll basically get the skimmer out and start skimming the numbers, and then they'll have them in their database, and as soon as you activate them, boom, then they can go ahead and use those gift cards.
Sometimes you'll get the gift cards and they'll actually give you a receipt for it as well, and you can put that in the little envelope. Would that give you some protection?
Yes and no, Olivia, because part of the problem with that is that gift cards are like cash. We've talked about that before, treat them like cash. And so some companies do have, refund policies, and they'll have policies related to that to make sure that you have to, activate them, and they have codes on them and stuff, and the code is sealed. So it just depends on the gift card, but generally speaking, we always tell folks, I tell my friends and family, gift card is like cash. So if you lose, $20 out of your wallet, you might be able to get it back, but don't count on it.
Just so maybe we can scare some of the scammers out there, if they are caught, what kind of penalties are they facing?
Well, it depends on how much they steal and stuff, but our office aggressively prosecutes these cases. They're felonies, and obviously it depends on their criminal background. And we actually, can't comment on it now, but we are very aggressively investigating some of those gas station skimmer scams that were going on, and we've been working with other state officials to really try to crack down on those, because that was a big problem here too, with people stealing credit card information with the skimmers at gas stations. And so, that's the lesson nowadays. It's sad, but we live in a day and age where thieves don't need to use a gun and a mask. They can use a computer to rip you off. And so you just got to be careful.
Do you notice that things are a little bit safer now with the conversion of the chip cards?
Actually, that is safer as far as your credit card transactions. So that does provide an extra layer of security, but obviously the gift cards don't have that function, and so that does help a little bit. The chips, it does, and it's supposed to help. And there was a big debate about why that was going on. They had those in Europe 10 years ago. We just got them now, and people can draw their own conclusions. But it was very expensive for the credit card companies to do. But after they got sued and there was ripoffs and all these false charges, they've upped the security. So it does definitely help the security, but it's if nowadays it's so hard because with all the data breaches and everything else going on, thieves are stealing information, and on the dark web they're buying and selling your name, your identity, and sometimes even your passwords they get. So it stinks. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you do. I was going to give Olivia a gift card, but after that, now, sorry.
I have found
I'll take the cash. Fantastic. You'll be the witness, okay? The transaction will happen in a commercial.
That's a legally binding agreement. Yes. Congratulations, Javier. All right.
My lawyer is here. He happens to be the state attorney general.
Thank
Mark,
you very
thank you.
much.
Happy holidays to you and your family.
Always a pleasure.